I welcome you once again to the AFOSOP video tutorials. I hope these tutorials are helping you in terms of your preparation for the SSB interview. Before I start, I will request you to kindly watch this video, SSB Decoded. This has been uploaded 1 month back. If you watch this video, this will help you to assist you in understanding this video, which is on the topic called PIQ. That is Personal Information Questionnaire. This is an important document in the SSB and it is equivalent to the resume in the corporate world. Now I'll request you to kindly pause this video here and go to the site www.a4lsd.in and download a copy of this PIQ from there and keep a hard copy in front of you. This will help you to understand this entire presentation, entire video in a much more better manner. Also, in case if you have a problem in downloading from there, you can get a copy of this same by sending a mail to me at afosop@gmail.com. Now what you see here is a big statue of Shivaji Maharaj. Now it's a stone statue. Now if you look at it carefully, it is made out of stone. So in order to make a statue of Shivaji, you really need to have a big stone of maybe a little larger size than the actual size required, and then this stone has to be chiseled to get the final shape out of it. If you have understood this, in the same manner we are looking for certain qualities in you so that you can be chiseled and converted into a potential officer. So if you can demonstrate those potentiality in you, you can be chiseled through the process of training at various academies and can be made into a fantastic officer in the Indian Armed Forces. So that is what we are looking for through the process of the SSB selection. So this in the corporate world is called the job requirement and we call it the officer-like qualities. Now, if you understand this, then what we are looking in you is potential in you, so that based on that we can convert you into a full-fledged military officer after a certain degree of training at the various academies. So that's why this advertisement, do you have it in you? Now, when you go to the SSB claiming that you have it in you, we subject you through these 3 techniques, that is the psychological test, the group testing officers test and the interview. They are testing at the same 15 OLQs, which are converted into factor 1, factor 2, factor 3 and factor 4. Sometime later we'll have a presentation on this, and then we expect you to perform and then demonstrate those qualities in a very, very natural manner. But unfortunately, due to whatever kind of a influence that you have from various sources of your training for the SSB interview, you start acting to demonstrate these qualities, and that goes against you. Now, very soon I'll be uploading another video on the subject OLQs Decoded, and I'm sure that will give you a clear understanding as to what the SSB is looking for in terms of these OLQs. What does these OLQs mean? And also you will understand that these OLQs cannot be acted upon based on some ready-made material you get from some source. That does not happen. You'll have to develop them inside you, or maybe in case if it is dormant, you'll have to surface them out and then work on it. So I'll request you to kindly subscribe these videos or this channel, AFOSOP channel on the YouTube, so that you get these notifications as and when these videos are uploaded. Now, let us take this as you, and then the resume that you write about yourself. It is equivalent to the PIQ form that you fill in the SSB is equivalent to the resume in the corporate world. It is your personal product catalog, you can see. So unfortunately, if candidate takes this PIQ form very, very simple, in a casual manner, and then think that's any other ordinary form that you're filling. No, it is not. It is a product catalog, and you want to market your own self. So unless you know about yourself and what you're writing in this product catalog, you will not be able to support your claims that you make through this resume. There is a tendency to inflate the resume. Unfortunately, if you do that, you will not be able to substantiate those claims that you make there through concrete examples or through some substance when you're questioned, especially by the interviewing officer. Now this document, that is a PIQ form, is available with the psychologist and with the interviewing officer. It is not available with the GTO. GTO has his own ways of finding out whatever he wants to find out. And in the interview, since you are interacting with the interviewing officer in a one-to-one manner, he has the liberty to cross-question you in whatever form he wants, because he has the PIQ in front of you, and then you have sitting in front of him to express all your issues concerning the PIQ, whatever way he wants to cross-check it. Whereas the psychological does not have the luxury of interacting with you on the contents of the PIQ. He has his own ways of doing it. So what I will do is, this presentation I'll focus it primarily from the interviewing officer's perspective, because you are going to be interacting with him based on this PIQ form. And if you want to sell yourself as a product that has those officer-like qualities, you must know yourself fantastically well, and not only you must know well, you must also project yourself well through the PIQ form and also substantiate it. Otherwise, if there is a gap between what you claim through your PIQ form and what you actually express, you are going to damage your own chances. So with that as the intent, what we will do is we'll try and see what this PIQ form is, when do you fill it, and all those things. Now, on the reporting day itself, you fill a copy of the PIQ form, and in case you clear the stage 1, you fill the second copy. Sometimes they make you fill 3 copies, so whatever. So 2 of these copies, one goes to the interviewing officer and one goes to the psychologist. The GTO does not use this form. Now, one of the person who helps you to fill this form is called the tester JCO of the board. So he is the one who helps you, assists you in filling this form. So please listen to his instructions very, very carefully. And if you have any doubts, seek clarification and make sure that you fill the form very, very accurately and not in a casual manner. Now, this is an old PIQ format which consisted of 2 pages, incidentally, there are now 2 formats of this PIQ form. This is a 2-page format. Now, in some SSB, they are using 4-page formats. So what I will do is I'll cover the 4-page format, because everything that has in the 4-page is also consisting in the 2-page format. So I'll restrict my presentation or this interaction with you on the 4-page PIQ format. What I'm showing here is a 2-page format. Now, I already told you that this PIQ is equivalent to a resume in the corporate world, and there is a tendency even in the outside world to inflate about yourself and unfortunately not being able to support it with concrete example, and that makes the things difficult. I am also involved in the selection panel of SP Jain Institute of Management, and also involved in corporate training and some certain degree of campus placement interview preparations. And there is a extremely high tendency to use big jargons which people are not able to support themselves. Now you can see some of these things here. The 10 top buzzwords that appear in most of the profiles are creative, effective, motivated. Now this is for the civilian world, but there is also a tendency to inflate it in the SSB as well. So we'll see what does it mean. Now, in case if you take a metal coin or maybe an iron coin and then paint it with golden paint, trust me, any number of coating, it will not make you a gold coin. A gold has to be gold from the outside as well as inside. Merely an external change or inflating your PIQ form does not actually make you any worthwhile to whatever you claim unless you substantiate it. With that as the backdrop, let's move forward. Now, I'll request you to kindly keep the PIQ form in front of you. I hope you have one, and in case if you don't have, kindly download from the site that I've already told you. Now, this is the first thing. Now, the OAR that you score in the stage 1 carries forward even the stage 2. And I told you, if you look at the video that is major reasons for stage 1 non-recommendation, you will find what is the significance of officer intelligence rating in the stage 1 selection. So whatever you score there, this is carried forward even in the stage 2. So it is entered here in the PIQ form, and then let us see the various entries that are there. Now, the selection board, city, UPSC roll number, entry, batch number, chest number, choice of service, mobile number, email ID, and all those things are there, which I'm sure you'll be able to fill it once you go there. Now, make sure that you have a clean handwriting. If something has to be written in bold, please make sure it is bold, it is legible, and avoid any sort of cuttings. Too many cuttings shows too much of casualness filling this form. So please make sure that these things are avoided. Please understand which are the other boards in the SSB we have gone besides your own, who is the commandant of the center, and try and find out your own president, the board in which you are going, and who is your interviewing officer. These details can be found out by the people who are handling you, the people who are helping you to fill these forms and all that. You can find out from there. So make sure before you go for your interview, you have these details with you. Now, the information about the city in which you're going, please make sure you go to the net and find out all those places. What are the important places to visit? What are the historical significance of that place? So don't be found wanted. When you go to a place, please find out what is it. It's all available in the... Now, for whatever entry you're going, why you've chosen that entry, what is the training duration, where is the training, what is the motivation for taking that, why short service, why permanent commission, etc. Please have all those clarifications about yourself before you enter into the interviewing officer's room. The choice of service, why Army, why Navy, why Air Force, in case your father or mother or your brother or somebody is in a particular arm, why not that, why some other, in case your father is civil services or an IFS officer, police officer, why you are joining this. So have your reasons to your choice very, very clear. If you have a funny email ID, please make sure that you know why you kept that. For example, love at first sight @gmail.com, loverboy007 @hotmail.com. So if you keep in case you have something like this, please make it a sensible one and change it. It shows too much of kiddishness in you. So kindly make sure that either your email ID is changed or you have a suitable reasons to explain. Now this is something, serial number 7 onwards, name in block capital, date of birth, you can see all those things, day, month, year, age, gender, height, marital status, single, widow, religion, XYZ and all that. So let's see what are the things that you need to be careful about when you're doing this. Please be very, very clear about the meaning of your name and who kept it, mother, father, and what is the meaning and all those stuff. Your date of birth, please calculate it to the last day, so year, month and day, so that it is all clear. You don't have to calculate there. If your weight, please be very, very accurate. You must know what is your authorized weight and how much your plus or minus to that. And in case if your date of birth, understand what is the star sign associated with that, what are the major traits of that star sign. To whatever religion you belong to, please be aware of that. If you're Hindu, one common question is what is the difference between Hindu and Hinduism, and what are the major scriptures of Hindu, what is the difference between Mahabharata and Ramayana, what are Vedas, and all those things. And if you're a Muslim, please be aware of what is Shias and Sunnis, and what is the significance of Makkah. If you are a Christian, what is the difference between Protestants and Catholics. In fact, you must, irrespective of what is your religion, please be aware of all these things. What is your mother tongue, community, if you are a general caste, OBC, SC, SC and all that. Please have your views on the reservation issues very, very clearly communicated or maybe prepared. You must have an unbiased view about it, even if you're one who is enjoying the privileges out of this reservation. When you speak about your opinion, please be unbiased and give a very, very balanced view about it. Place of maximum residence is important. Wherever you have stayed for 1 year above, please make sure that you know about that place in detail. Same thing for your permanent address, the population. Population must be worked out based on the 2011 census. And what are the various features there, political structure, the tourism, the industry, the education system, the women's status, the industry, and any significance of historical relevance or whatever. All those things you must be very, very clear about, both the present address as well as the permanent address. Now, serial number 20 is about your parents, guardians, brothers, sisters. So it's a big details that you have to fill. Your relation, name, age, education, occupation, income per month, and all those people. Serial number 21 is your father alive, parents alive or not. If not alive, at what age you lost them. Now, your parents' death in case if you are, or separation, divorce, something like that, it is an implication on your personality. So those things they would like to know. So please be aware of all this detail. Their education, your parents' education, their job profile, their income, their responsibility of liabilities, what kind of a load sharing that you do, what is your parents' financial liability in case if they own, what is your grandparents' doing what was their profession whenever they were into whatever. What is your parental roots? Who stays there? Health of the interpersonal relationship. You and your parents and your other people in the society, and all those things. How does it has affected you? Your age in case your parents are not alive, additional responsibility that you assumed in case your parents are lost, or in case of there are financial responsibilities on you. There is a complete candidate information questionnaire that is called CIQ on the family. I'm sure you know that. In case if you need a copy of the CIQ form, CIQ questions, kindly send me a mail at afosop@gmail.com and I'll send you a copy of the same. Now, serial number 22 is about the candidate's present occupation. In case you are a working professional, whether you're in a government, private or self-employed, what's your income, what is your designation, what is your scope of work, what is the reporting and all those things. Your job profile, your reporting chain, anything and everything about your company. What is the cost to company or the financial remuneration that you get, and how do you manage that money? What are the major challenges that you face and how you handle them, both the technical level and also the social or the interpersonal level. If you're made a boss for a couple of days, what changes would you like to bring in the system? Why you're switching the job? Why do you want to join the armed forces, leaving this job, whatever his current job? Any conflict with the management or whatever? Why armed forces? Why now and not before? In case if you have not been following, in case if you're the first time you're going for a technical entry, so they might ask why you have not appeared when you're in the 12th standard, or whatever those questions related to that. In case if you're a repeater, why you did not make it through last time, and if you're a repeater, how you have prepared it this time, and how is it different as compared to the last time. In case any coaching, and if you're taken coaching, how it has benefited you or how it has damaged you. And in case we're a technical entry or a professional qualification holder, why you have not been placed so far, and in case placed, why you have not joined. All those kinds of questions, be prepared. Now, on the educational front, now this is the kind of details that were asked during the 2-page format of the PIQ, where all of them were in one, serial number 7, they were all asked at one column, but unfortunately this is not there. It is very, very elaborate now in the 4-page format, so I'll show you this. They have a large number of data you have to fill about your educational qualification, so please make sure that you fill them very, very accurately. You can download a copy of the PIQ form from the site, or you can send me a mail and I'll send it to you. So fill it in detail with accuracy. Take a copy there so that it will help you to fill the PIQ form there. So this is about the matriculation, your 10th standard. So name of the institution, no abbreviation. Please make sure you write in full, no spelling mistakes. Location of your institution, name of the board, type of the institution, medium of instructions. Subject by percentages you have to fill if you see the columns. Practicals, theory and all those things. So in case we have practicals, please make sure you fill them. And in case if you've scored in any subject above 80, that means you have scored a distinction in that, so you can show it in the outstanding achievement in case you have. So some of the details that you should be careful about. Maximum details, try and get maximum details about your school or the college, anything and everything about it. Favorite and not so favorite subjects, teacher, friends, benefits of being a hosteler if you've stayed in the hostel, or if you've not stayed in the hostel, what are the advantages of being summer? What are the kinds of efforts you put in and the results achieved, and any special achievement in case you had in your school or your college, you must mention it here, and also be prepared in terms of cross-questioning on those issues. If you have scored 80% above, you can quote as distinction. I've already told you about this. Now, same thing you have to do it for the 12th standard, similar kind of format. Make sure you have all the details filled very, very correctly. What is the basis of choosing this stream? Why science? Why not arts? And why commerce? Whatever. And in case if there's a drop and a rise in your performance, please be very, very clear, and please be honest in telling why this rise drop. And in case if the drop is due to your own negligence, what steps have you taken in the future graduation level to eliminate them? So please not only be clear about the reasons for drop, also the corrections that you have applied. Similarly, you have the detailed columns for graduation, whatever you have done, or maybe professional degree that you have achieved, BTech, BE, BSc, BCom. And please be aware what is the difference between BTech and BE in case if you have an engineering stream. Some of the technical questions that you may be asked, I'll try and post in a separate video. Plus make sure that even though SSB is not a technical interview, but in case if you have an interviewing officer who's from a technical background, he can question you on those areas also. So please make sure that you don't go technically unprepared. Now, basis of choosing the stream, details of the projects that you made in your final year, please be aware of your project. Even if you have not one who has actively contributed in preparation of the project, you should be aware of that. In case you have any backlog or eardrop, why, how have you overcome that, or whatever. And then any drop or rise in your performance, you must be able to explain. Similarly for post-graduation, I have not made any, there's like a slight correction. I've written BTech, BE, same thing here. It is actually MTech, ME, MSc, BCom and all, MCom and all that thing, so whatever. If you've done any master's degree, you must mention it there, and also same thing, basis of choosing that, details of project, any backlog, drop, public rise, and what are your next plans, and in case we don't make it through this SSB, what are your plans B, plan B. Plan B is very, very important. You cannot be single track saying that I'll only go for army. That's fine, you must go for that, but you can only only the efforts are in your control, not the results of the SSB. So in case we don't make it through the SSB, you need to have a plan B, and not only you should have a plan B, you must also be preparing on that. So please have your plan B very, very clear. Now comes this sports, hobbies, extracurricular activities, NCC training, and any other miscellaneous activities that you're involved in. So in case you're a sportsman at any level, including if it is the school level or district level, whatever, national or even it is an international level, for service entries in the various formation levels, please make sure you mention them, and not only mention them, you must know about the game in detail, the rules, latest changes in the rules, major national and international teams, players' names, and anything and everything associated with the game. So don't be found wanted on the account. Even if you're not a player, please be aware of the Indian sports performance and what are the reasons for India's poor performance in international events, and what are the suggestions to improve, etc., etc. Major tournaments that are taking place. So just don't say that I'm not interested in sports, so I don't know anything. No, that will be very, very unfortunate if you do that. So please be aware of all those things. And Asian Games, Olympic Game performance, where is it going to be next, where was it previously, and all those details you must be aware, rather than saying that I don't know anything of. That's not acceptable. Now serial number 28 is about hobbies, oblique interests. So whatever is a hobby, oblique interest, please make sure you fill those details here along with the periods, and please be aware of it. And first of all, you should be aware of what is the difference between hobbies and interest, and know about your hobbies, oblique interests in detail. And in case, like for example, you say book reading, it should not be textbook reading. It's anything other than the textbook reading. And fiction reading may be a time pass, but then something that helps or that creates value in you is more interesting than normal fiction or Harry Potter series or whatever. So must be aware of what kind of books you read, who is the author, which are the other books by him, who is the publisher. Now what is the learning value? In case we read newspaper, we must know about the newspaper, where is it published from, who is the editor, and all those things, right? Now extracurricular activities. So in case you've been active in your school or college or at whatever level, into dramatics, into debate, declamation, into any other activity, you've been active participant, any NGO, social service, blood donation, or whatever kind of activity that you're involved in, you must be aware of that. You must be able to explain with concrete examples to substantiate them. And if you're an NCC student, you must know everything about the NCC, the various camps that you have attended, what are the lessons that you have learned from the NCC, what is the aim of NCC song. Please be prepared. You might be sometime asked to sing this NCC song. Position of responsibility that you held and the challenges faced, what are the learning values, have you attended any RD parade or camps, and any what is the organizational structure of the NCC, who is DG NCC. Go to the site and you'll get everything. So you come under which DDG and all those things. And one question that you can expect for NCC entry candidate is that why you want to come through the NCC entry and not through the CDSE entry. Now, sometimes that makes it a little uncomfortable thing. So you must have your answer ready, and in case you are appearing through CDSE also, bring it to them that you are also appearing through the CDSE rather than only through the NCC special entry. And please be aware of the various types of certificates and what are the conditions under which they are awarded, and how has NCC training benefited you as an individual. Now, this is the details about the previous SSBs that you have appeared. So in case we've gone through, you're a repeater, please fill up these details accurately. You're supposed to keep these details very, very safe so that you are able to fill them whenever required in future. So fill up these details very, very carefully, and also be prepared on these things. Reasons for non-recommendation the previous times. How have you prepared for the SSB this time, and what is the difference as compared to the previous time? How did you introspect your performance as compared to your last time? Also have comparison about various SSB centers, whether if you come to Bhopal or Allahabad or Bangalore or Coimbatore or whatever, whichever place. How do you compare the cities in terms of the culture, in terms of the various other parameters, including your own present SSB? If you've gone through some coaching, please be honest to admit it, and also express them how has it benefited you, and also how has it damaged you, because most of the time the coaching actually damages you if it is not correctly imparted. What are your plan B in case if you're not recommended? Why do you deserve to become an officer? This is a favorite question, which many people make very fantasy answers. No, let's not have a fantasy answer about it. Let's have a very, very honest and a very deep answer. We will try and see in a couple of future videos how to approach these questions. And why do you want to join Army, Navy, Air Force? These questions are there. Rank structure of the Army. Please be aware not only of the Army, Navy, Air Force, whichever army you're going for. The organizational structure. For example, if it's the Army headquarters, then the command headquarters, the corps headquarters, the divisional headquarters, the brigade headquarters, and the battalion headquarters. The various service chiefs, Army, Navy, Air Force, and what are the major weapon systems of each arm. All those things you must be aware of. Major operations that each arm fought. Army, Navy, Air Force, the historical background, the primary objective, the secondary objective. I'll be posting a separate video on all these things. I'm sure you will benefit from these details. Now, this is for the service entry people. So people who are from the service background, you have to fill this record of service. So please see that you fill all these things: rank, year of appointment, name of employment, and rank, outstanding achievement if any. Please be aware of your trade work. You should not be found wanting, not knowing your own trade. What is the responsibility of the other traders? What is the role of your unit? What is the role of your formation? What are the modernization plan? What are the challenges faced by your own arm and the Army, Navy, Air Force in general? Why fratricide, suicides, or indiscipline cases, and all those things increasing in the armed forces? What are the training drawbacks, and what are the recommendations to improve them? You must be aware of these things. So this is operational details. Fill in all those details, and also be very, very clear of the nature of job that you had undertaken there, and also the nature of the job of your unit, the formation. And in case of any outstanding achievement, do mention it here. This is the various kind of courses that you've attended in the Army, Navy, Air Force, including the results. All those things you must be aware of, and what is the purpose of doing that course. So please be very, very clear about those details. Please understand once again, this PIQ is a catalog, product catalog, and you are the product. So you know the brand you very, very well. In future, I'll be posting a couple of more videos helping you to assist yourself. So in which I'll be covering certain things like SWOT analysis, lifeline graph analysis, Zuari window, and something so that through which you can do a self-analysis in terms of the OLQ. So before the SSB finds out the kind of potential in you in terms of the OLQs, you must be able to know how much of these you have in yourself. So I'll be doing that, and if you found this video useful, kindly communicate that. If you have any queries, please raise them and I'll try to answer them. And you can watch more of the AFOSOP videos by going to the YouTube and typing AFOSOP. You will, if you like it, do share with your friends, subscribe it and share with your friends. You can also follow AFOSOP on the Facebook by typing www.facebook.com/AFOSOP. Do send me a friend's request and I'll accept the same. All notifications in future you will get through this AFOSOP page. Do share with your friends. Also, there is a website called www.a4lsd.in. It's under construction. There are a large number of documents in the PDF form which is available there. Please go there and download them. In case you need anything more, you must send me that and I'll make it available through the website. Do share with your friends. Now, regular AFOSOP batches of 14 days and 13 days are being conducted in Pune. Fresh batch starts every Saturday. You can register for them right now, or you can also call me at 827-557-7650. Special weekend classes are held for working professionals on Saturday and Sunday. For details, you can again contact me at the given number. In case we want to have a first-hand feedback from candidate, these are some of the candidates who have come from all part of the country. Some of them are from Delhi, UP, Haryana, Bihar, Coimbatore and all those places. Not everybody has made it through the SSB, but you will still get a feedback about the impact of AFOSOP leadership development program on them. Some of them have gone coaching at various other places before coming to me, and they have made a comparison. So you can take a feedback from these people. This is the institute address, Academy for Life Skills Development, Pune. It is also available on the Google map, so you can search it there. The institute does not have its own PG as of now, or hostel facility as of now. So in case if you require stay here at Pune, so Mr. Uttam and Mr. Raga, the two people who can be contacted, and they provide good rooms at reasonable price. And some of the candidates who actually came to Sri Balaji PG are these people: Vinod Kumar from Ajmer, Shivam from Bihar and Vaibhav from Delhi. You can speak to them and get a first-hand feedback about the quality of the service they're providing. And please do your advance booking before you come for the classes. Your feedback is very, very important to me. Somehow I find people are a little shy in posting the feedback. Please do that. Your constructive and critical feedback is very, very important to improve the quality and the range of the AFOSOP videos. If you have any comments, concerns, or any questions, please post it through the feedback at the YouTube comment section itself. I'm also looking for a couple of high energy, young and dynamic professionals to business development and brand promotion purpose for the AFOSOP. In case if any one of you is interested, kindly call me at 827-557-7650 and we can discuss about how to take it further from here. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.